Hi everybody, this is Coach JD here. So the purpose of these videos is to really supplement what we talked about and learned this fall with our fall clinic. And I thought this would be a good way to kind of demonstrate. I had several parents throughout the year ask what can they be teaching their kids at home, or there's some pointers or drills that they could be working on. So I wanted to show you kind of what we've been talking about, what kind of language we've been using, so you can keep things consistent, and a couple of quick drills to help if you want to work with your child during the off season and get them ready for the spring. So it's going to look a little choppy. I've been filming these things little bit by bit throughout the fall. My son Elijah's helped, so he's going to demonstrate some of the techniques with me, and I hope this is of use for you guys. If you have any questions though, please feel free to contact me, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. Alright? Okay, so the first video here I'm putting together is dedicated to throwing. Throwing is obviously one of the most important, if not the most important skill for a child this age to be learning. And our throwing progression is real quickly as follows. First, we start with our aim. We're using our front shoulder or front arm to aim at our target. So they have to get their body in position first. There's no more stepping and throwing like this at the target. We got to get them to use their body, turn and aim, so they can reach back and make a good throw. So from here, you're going to separate, and we separate into what's called the T position. All your kids should know what the T position is. I said it to them about 1,000 times this fall. So when you say get to the T position, what I'm talking about is front arm up, back arm up, elbow high, ball high. If you're looking at them from this angle, you should be able to see the ball above my head right here. If not, their elbow's too low. And then from there, it's a step at the target and a follow through at the target. Okay, so I'll show you a little progression here and a couple of drills to help with that. Alright, so Elijah is going to demonstrate the basic throwing progression we've been working on. It all starts with aim. We're aiming with our front shoulder or front arm. So he's going to get this front shoulder on the target, which right now we're using as the camera, so we're coming right at you. So aim, then separate. And when he separates, he's going to reach up and back with the ball, straight back, and get his arm up and high. This is what we call the T position. We've been calling that this fall. So if I turn him sideways, you see this T sort of position that he's making. So when I say get to the T position, this should be it. The ball should be high, above the head, front arm, front shoulder should be on the target. And then it's a step with the front leg. And when they come through, teach them to reach out with the ball right to the target. The step should be right at the target, and the ball should be reaching to the target. So if we look at his feet, he's going to step and he's going to reach out. And that's the throwing progression. The one thing I like to do is I use a net a lot, and this is just a cheap net. Well, it wasn't really cheap to begin with, but I bought it for $20 at a garage sale, and it's held up nicely for a couple years, and it's definitely served its purpose. So the reason I like the net is because you can be hands-on with your child rather than across the yard playing catch with him. And if you're just talking to him, it's one thing, but if you want to show him stuff and have him throw, you could get right next to him and do it this way. So come back here. Alright, so we're going to do just with the net here. I'm just going to be able to stand right with him. Tell him to aim, get his shoulder on the target, reach up and back to that T position, and then step, and he can throw right into the net. And I don't have to be across the yard from him. I can be right up next to him. So if I say, okay, Elijah, your elbow would drop a little bit on there. Feel this? You want your elbow up here? I could be right here with him. So if you find a net, or if you have a net like that, again, I bought this for like $20 at a garage sale, and it definitely serves a purpose. All right, so one of the toughest things to teach your young player at this age is to keep their elbow up when they throw. You all have seen it, I'm sure. The most common pitfall by far is dropping the elbow like this. When you drop the elbow, the ball goes sailing all over the place. So it's really tough to teach them to keep that elbow up, but this is one little drill you can do at home. If you've got like a stretchy band, like this is just an exercise band, and I clipped it to a wiffle ball, so you can have them hold it like they're throwing the ball and get behind it so that their elbow is at 90 degrees with the band coming straight forward. What they want to do is push straight forward, and you can kind of hold and keep their elbow here. If they go down, they're going to feel that band is going to just really whip down. If they go across, it's going to whip them across the face. Not hard, but it's going to, you know, they're going to feel it. So go ahead and hold the ball here. I'll show you, Elijah will show you how to do it. So grip the ball like you're going to throw it. Point your shoulder at the camera. And you're going to get the ball up and high, and then you're going to come through with your elbow up, and then you reach straight forward. So you can kind of stand here and guide them. You hook it up to about shoulder height for them. So go ahead, keep it there, push it forward, and you want that band to come straight forward. Got it? Do it again. Do it a few times. There you go. Good. Keep that elbow right here and go. Straight forward. There you go. See, this is a powerful, strong position to throw. So that helps also give them the feeling of power when they throw. Alright? And then you drop that, put a ball in their hand, and tell them to do the same thing. Alright, so there you have it. That's the throwing drills. That band exercise is a really good one to have them feel what it's like to keep their elbow up and reach forward towards the target. Getting that feel for that position right here is really important. Once they feel it, then drop that band and put a ball in their arm and let them go. They're going to get more power on their throw because they're going to feel that resistance with the band and how to make it go forward. The other big thing, again, you know, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that front leg and that step. Two biggest pitfalls and the reasons why throws go offline at this age is the elbow dropping and the step going sideways, not at the target. So make sure they're stepping at the target, their elbows high, and they're reaching out right to that target. And that'll help their throws get online. And eventually, once they get that down, using the legs, doing a little shuffle, pushing with the back leg, that's how they get more power. So start simple, start with the aim, separation, reach out and throw, then work towards the shuffle or the crow hop. And they'll get more power on the throw that way. Okay, stay tuned for more. Hopefully I can finish up some of the other ones.